Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I think this is really the first time I've really spoken this morning, except for to my cat. So I sound a little, well, there's a lot of pollen going on. So just overlook this deep voice that I have this morning. And I feel great. It's just the pollen is getting really intense here in Georgia. I know I saw someone the other day that was saying that they wish spring would hurry up and arrive and everything, but it's been here for a bit, and so the pollen is just really really cranked up right now. Every tree out there, I think, is throwing out some pollen. That is, I keep getting these alerts for the amount of pollen that's in the air right now. Uh, so, like I said, just overlook it. I'm sure it'll equal out a little bit. Let me have a sip of my coffee. It is Sunday morning, and I am so excited to be here with you guys. And as you get here, make sure that you say hello and let me know you're here. And then I'm going to do a couple of little things right here, real quick. So just bear with me. Here we go. Perfect. All right. I love getting that set up so that I can see things, because it's really strange how sometimes people show up and don't speak, and that's okay. Some people don't want to, but a lot of times people will make a comment and then it doesn't show up. So, or it shows up later, or I don't know. So it's definitely nice to have my phone set up so that I can see it as well. So I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, but if you're new to the group, definitely when you get here, tell me who you are in case you haven't given StreamYard permission to see your contact information. And let me know what part of the world you're signing in from, because there are people from all over the place that are part of this group. And some people I know because they've founding members, maybe they've been here for a while. But a lot of the newer people, I don't know who you are, and I want to know who you are. So make sure that you let me know in the comments. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just share that one of the things that we've been talking about magic and the magic in our lives, and by focusing on the magic, that it actually brings more magic into our lives. And so we're going to be good morning, Lynn, I see you there. So make sure you say hello. And I'm so grateful to have you here. And so this week we're going to be talking even more about the deep and kind of subtle, almost unnoticed magic. And because, like I've said, it's seeing the magic and the little things that really help produce the bigger magic in our lives, right? And so let me go ahead and share. Let's see if I can get this to work here. Oh, hold on. Copy and paste. Thank you for saying good morning. Good morning to you. It's a beautiful day here in Georgia. It's already in the mid 60s, and I think it's supposed to get up in the 80s today, but I know for several days this week it's going to be up in the 80s. And so I might be taking some of my plants and putting them outside in the sun. We shall see. It just depends on what time I have allowed for that today, right? All right, so today's affirmation is: I am open to witnessing the wonder in simple moments. And, today is a beautiful day to share this one. And because it's Sunday and a lot of people are at church or worshiping in home. And I mean, isn't it amazing? Just think about this for a moment. A few years ago, there would be no church services on the internet. Now they did have some on TV, but could you just get into your church service online and watch and participate? No, it is amazing. And years and years ago, if we weren't in sitting together, we couldn't have these conversations either. And we've just like the internet and Zoom are really big deals. And then now I'm using StreamYard. It's a really big deal. And it's become so commonplace that we sometimes, I think, we forget the magic of that. I mean, I remember, of course, I'm older than some of you guys, but I remember when the internet was first becoming something, right? And, maybe I remember getting my first computer and, having the internet, but it didn't give me this. It gave me the ability to look things up and to type things out. And of course, maybe I just didn't know how to use it, but, hey, we're not even going to go there. But over time, it has developed into this communication tool that is just mind blowing when you think about it. And because, like, I was talking to a client the other day, and their grandchildren are in another country, and yet every day they can have a conversation face to face with these children and get this bonding with them. And it's not in person, but it feels in person, right? Isn't that magical? I mean, heck, you can talk to someone all over the world, right? I was sharing the other day that I was blown away with time, being so strange, that I had a person on my podcast that was in Australia. And so she was in the future because she was on the next day. And it was so mind-boggling when I was trying to figure out to get us connected, what time we could record. And it was like I kept putting things in on Google, and it kept giving me all these wonky things. So finally I said, hey, what time will work for you? If I've got these times open, I can't seem to figure out what time it'll be for you. And so we met for me, it was like Tuesday at 7 p.m. And for her, it was like Wednesday at 6 or 7 p.m. I mean, it was just like, wow, and when you think about that, and we were in this space at the same time, but she was in a totally different day. And so I am continuously looking at the magic of so many things around us. So how can you be open to witnessing the wonders in the simple moments? Because those are big, really, but they're still simple at the same time, right? Because it's really easy to turn on your computer and have a conversation with someone. It's really easy to get on a Zoom, or it's really easy to get into the StreamYard that we're working with right now, right? I mean, when you think about it right now, I'm streaming into several different places, and I'm sitting here this one time in front of my computer. Wow, can you think about that? So what can you look at today that's a simple moment that it's like, wow, wow. So, Lynn, is there anything that's happened to you in like the last couple of days or even this morning that you went, wow, that's amazing. I can't believe that. Is there anything that has shown up for you that you want to share? I mean, you may not want to share, and that's okay too. But if you've seen something like that and you don't want to share it, just put, yes, I have. I mean, I find them all the time. I went to a I went to a birthday party yesterday for one of my cousins, and we had a great time. So many people there. There were people there I didn't know. There was a lot of people I did know that I hadn't seen in a while. And to me, that was magical too, because it would have been very easy to not go. It would have been very easy to, well, for instance, my sister's husband, my sister and I, we were going together, and her husband was cutting some shrubbery and ended up cutting his finger really, really bad, to where they were in the emergency thing for quite a while, getting that taken care of. And they hadn't been home long when it was almost time for us to go. So it would have been very easy to say, well, this has happened and let's don't go. But magically, she and I both said, okay, we'll make this work. So instead of her coming by and picking me up and us driving over there, I went to her house so that she could get everything she needed to get done before we left, to make sure that, everything was okay with whatever they needed to do, because they've been at the emergency room almost all day. And so we made it happen. And then we had this amazing evening. And we were even talking on the way home about how wonderful it was to reconnect with some of the family members and stuff that we hadn't seen in a long time. And it was just amazing. I loved it. I had such a great time, and it was so fun. And the food was wonderful. And so I kind of woke up this morning with a little bit of a hangover. Didn't drink a damn thing, but man, the food was so rich and all that today I kind of felt like I had a food hangover. Rich food, desserts, and things that I don't often indulge in. And it's like, all right, so let me see. What do you say here? All right, Lynn, it says, I would share, but nothing is coming to me. Actually, finding you on at this time instead of earlier is magical. So I did miss the special time that is so important to me daily. Yes. Well, I wish that it was available for me to get on a little bit later during the week, but since I have a day job that I go to as well, sometimes those are the times that it works. But on Sunday, I can be a little more relaxed about it. And then that's why I started doing the Mondays later in the day, because I don't work on Mondays. Well, I don't work at my business. I work with this stuff, and I work with my coaching, and, because I'm a transformational coach and a hypnotist and a podcaster. And so I'm doing a lot of those things on Mondays and throughout the week in the evenings. But it's like I try to work this to where I can manage to allow people to be on at different times. The time during the week is perfect. Wonderful. And I know a lot of times you are at work when you're watching and listening. And I just am so grateful for you to actually get on while you're at work. And so I don't want you to ever think that I don't really notice and appreciate, because I do. All right. So let me get to the journal prompt. And before I do, let me get back to the affirmation. And remember that anything that comes after the words I am, so powerful, right? So, and being open to something is allowing and just letting things come to you, right? So as you're being open to the witnessing the wonders in simple moments, those simple moments are going to feel even more magical, and you're going to find more of them showing up. And so put this on your index card, your sticky note, put it on the mirror with your chalk marker. However it is, put it as a screensaver on your phone. Just use it, right? Because that is one of the things that creates magic, because this is our month of magic. And I promise you, if you do the things like doing the affirmations and the journal prompts and posting in the group, doing those 3 things, and it doesn't take very long, but those things create magic in your life. You can see it and bring it into you, right? And so I just ask you to do it today, right? All right. So then, oh, where did I put it? Find it. All right. So here is our journal prompt. Journal about a simple moment today. So you can do this evening, or you can look at yesterday that felt significant. What was happening and why did it strike you as wonderful? And so one of the simple moments I said I had yesterday was going to this birthday thing. And it was like everybody was just flowing and talking and sharing, and and we sat and we ate together, and we watched my cousin open gifts, and it was just fun to see the things that people wanted to gift her with and how excited she was with each and every one of them. And one of the things that was really cool, and it was a simple thing but it was really cool, somebody had gotten her, there was like, when we got there, and it was a surprise for my cousin, and when I got there, everybody was saying, don't touch the donuts. And there was this platter that was full of donuts. And I kept thinking, what in the world is it? Don't touch the donuts. So I was thinking there was some significance, but I couldn't figure it out. And then later I found out, because when it came time for her to get a donut, she pulled out this string, and this string had money on it, and it just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. And so then she ended up taking this money on this string and wrapping it around her, and it was glorious. I don't have a clue how much money was there, but that wasn't the significant part of it. It was that, wow, somebody gifted her that, and it was such a simple thing, but it was beautiful and it was so fun. And it really struck me as wonderful because it just got us all laughing and sharing as we were watching this unfold. And it was just beautiful. I loved it. And so it made me think, I think I want to do that for the next birthday that I go to. I don't know. We'll just see. But it was just small but fun, right? And so that was beautiful for me at this birthday party. And so, I ask you, look at your day yesterday and see something magical. Or, as the day unfolds today, if you're looking for this, you're going to find it. So journal about this tonight. Journal about the simple moment today that felt significant. And then what was happening and why did it strike you as wonderful? And like I've said before, take your notebook. Like I have this little notebook that put my affirmations and my journal prompts in. And if you have an actual journal, then do that. And then if you've got a notebook, put it in your notebook, but put the date at the top. And then put your affirmation and journal prompt. And then just take some time to just brain dump, whatever comes up for you. And the cool thing is that then you can come back in a few months or a few weeks, maybe even a year, and look back at some of these things that you were journaling about that you saw as magical and significant, right? And just see how your perspective may have um, gotten this to be even bigger. Maybe you've expanded on it now. Maybe, you have that magic happening every day. So now it's like there's other things that are the little significant things that you see. It's just an amazing way to look back and see how much you've grown, how much you've come to notice and bring into your life. Like I've said before, many, many times, as we're doing this and we're focusing on the magic, this initially starts in our group, Make Lasting Change. And as we're in this group and we're helping each other, and this is an amazing, amazing community of people. I love it. And so I often refer that everybody in this group is such an amazing addition to my life. I feel like we're all sitting in the backyard around a campfire singing Kumbaya. we're roasting our marshmallows, and we're just having a great time. And I look forward to the day that we can do that together. And so I am so excited about having you here in my life. And by participating in the group and encouraging each other, we actually change the vibration and the trajectory of everybody's lives that's in the group. And so you're not only affecting you and how you feel and how you show up and what you see, but you're also helping to elevate the entire group. And so I want you to realize, um, I want you to realize how magical you can become for someone else. And so it's really, really a magical, wonderful experience to share this with you guys. And so this is our month of magic. So if you're watching and somewhere else that I'm streaming besides in the Make Lasting Change group, then if you want to be part of this group and enjoy what all unfolds, we do have a guest speaker that's going to be here on Tuesday, right? Hold on, let me look. Yes, on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And the title of her talk is A Future So Bright, You Gotta Wear Shades. And so if these feel like things that would help you in your life and that you would like to be part of, then go to vickypoole.com, VICKIEPOOLE.com, and you'll be prompted to answer some questions. Just go ahead and answer those questions. And that just helps me to see your level of commitment to actually being in the group and participating. And so if you don't answer all the questions, you don't get in. And that's just the only way right now that I can judge whether somebody is a good fit or not. And sometimes I know things happen because I've had it happen for me before, that I would be right in the middle of answering the questions and hit the wrong key or whatever, and it would pop me out. And then, I couldn't figure out how to get back in. But if somebody doesn't answer the questions, I usually will reach out and say, you didn't answer the questions. Please go back in and answer those. And then you will be welcomed in the group with open arms. And some people do, and some people don't. And those that don't, after a few days, I go ahead and delete them from the queue, because they are obviously not a good fit if they're not going to answer the questions for entry, right? That's the only price to enter, is answer those questions, because it is a free group full of amazing things. And so just to let you know, if you want to be part of the group, go to vickypoole.com, VICKIEPOOLE.com, answer the questions and join us, right? All right. So I am going to go ahead and depart for today, because it's Sunday. I have some relaxing things that I'm going to be doing. And then I have some things like going live and finishing up some podcast people that have recorded. I'm going to be posting those, publishing those. And I've got a hypnosis recording that I'm doing for someone today. I've got a lot of little things and some big things on my agenda for today. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave you and get started. But thank you again, Lynn, for being here and raising the vibration of just this part right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And anybody that's watching the replay, make sure you put #replay. And if you want to share something magical that's been showing up for you, definitely share in the comments. And you are welcome to make an actual, thank you, Lynn. Enjoy yours too. So if you, well, what was I saying? What was it? If you want to share a post, a separate post, that if you want to share your magic that's going on, great. I know some people are sharing that. Some people are sharing pictures of amazing scenery. And so Whatever you want to share is great. You don't have to do a live video, but if you want to, that's better too, right? If so, whatever level you're on, and if you want to just post that says, "Yes, I've got magic in my life," great. Or if you want to actually do a post, record a video and share it, or go live. Wherever you are, it's beautiful. And I just appreciate you sharing in the group and, like I said, elevating the vibration and the magic that's coming for everybody. All right. Have a beautiful day. Thank you again, Lynn, for being here. Enjoy your Sunday. And I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for our celebration and our affirmation and journal prompt. Again, I would love to see each and every one of you there. Till then, mwah.